We are in Budapest, the capital of Hungary, and we are visiting this amazing city nested on the Danube River. We are going to enjoy some street food, some strudel, then some Hungarian goulash soup and traditional dumplings. Then we are visiting the great market of Budapest, full of butchers, bakeries, greengrocers, and also the indoor food court. Lined up Hungarian food stands offering sausages, meat, potatoes, and more. After that we go to Vörösmarty Square to enjoy the outdoors and more Hungarian food, again everything being grilled and fried just in front of you, and all is traditional local food. If this wasn't already enough, for dinner we head to a wine and food festival at the Liberty Square. Plenty of people enjoying great weather, food and wine, but they came here for the food only. Hungarian food, sizzling and grilling, but also burger trucks, huge food stand with the famous langos, some more food and plenty of drinks. This is what I call Food Fest in Budapest. We are at our first stop in Budapest. Behind me is Pinczi Butchers. Let's get inside. One kolbász, small, yeah. Is this pork neck?
Yes.
Thank you. This place is located in the city center, but it's also kind of local. And as you can see, this is a genuine butcher shop. You can get some fresh meat, you can get plenty of sausages, smoked, pure bacon, a lot of goodies in this display. But the best part is this hot display. And I got my order, this tray here full of Hungarian delicacies. On the left I have liver sausage, then the standard sausage, the kolbász, then in the middle I have smoked and fried pork neck, couple of gherkins, dollop of mustard, nice slice of homemade bread. And all this was only around 4,000 forints or around 11 euros. This is a bargain, and let's start. Let's start with this nice and dense liver sausage. The sausage is full with rice and these bits of liver. It also has plenty of spices, so it's full of flavor. Quite delicious, quite tasty, and it also a little bit spicy. Let's try it now with this delicious looking mustard. Goes even better with the mustard. Delicious sausage, nice and crunchy skin. Let's try the kolbász now with some bread. Just this sausage is worth coming to Budapest. It's so delicious, has this perfect skin, it's so crunchy. That first bite was amazing. And then inside is nice and fine, also a little bit on a fatty side, but very, very delicious. Usually every sausage is better with mustard, but this one is, I think, better on its own. It's so good, it's so delicious. It is fatty, so I always take a bit of bread with it, but absolutely amazing. And now the moment that I was waiting for, this smoked and fried pork neck. Quite fatty as well, it has all these fatty parts. This is pork neck after all. It is on a dry side, that's the only minus, but other than that, beautiful. Let's finish everything with this delicious kolbász and let's keep moving. Here we are at our second stop, HÁZI RÉTES, and I came here to enjoy delicious Hungarian strudel. Let's get inside. After those sausages and meat, I needed to get something sweet, and there is nothing better than the Hungarian strudel or rétes. And this place here is quite local. They make everything here on the spot. They also have a limited choice of strudel, but it's all fresh, and they have the one that I like. They have poppy seeds and cherry, and they also have apple strudel. I also got a tea to go with it, but let's start. This rétes looks completely insane. There is this crispy paper thin layer of pastry on top and then on the bottom, and then in between this is just this huge mass of poppy seed and cherries. This strudel is absolutely divine, and it's still warm, so this was freshly baked. As I mentioned, very thin, very crispy pastry, but then this stuffing inside is absolutely delicious. Nice, juicy, beautiful poppy seeds and cherries. The apple strudel has that beautiful smell of apple and cinnamon. Let's go. Nicely caramelized apples, then quite strong taste of cinnamon. Delicious, sweet, but also refreshing. Not as hot as the poppy seed strudel, so this one was probably baked a little bit earlier, but nonetheless, delicious strudel. What a delicious start in Budapest, and I'm completely out of service. After all this food, I just hope I'm gonna get hungry enough for dinner. Behind me is a restaurant called Paraskonia, and they specialize in traditional Hungarian food. Let's check them out. I got seated quite quick and easily here, and the restaurant inside is quite beautiful looking. Everything is traditional, from the bar area to the tables, all these traditional Hungarian ornaments and details. Everything looks and feels Hungarian. They also have this space in the back with the traditional closed-off tables for even more privacy. And talking about quick service, while I was looking around, my goulash leves, the goulash soup, arrived. And it smells absolutely incredible, and I will start right away till it's hot. This soup is full with carrot, potato, some other vegetable, and of course these beautiful chunks of beef. The meat is so tender it falls apart. It's been stewed for a long time. Everything is so delicious, both the soup, the vegetables, the meat. The flavor is also quite strong. There are a lot of spices, but let's start now with some bread. That bite was really tasty, traditionally enjoyed with bread, but let's go with one spoonful of meat. Extremely comforting food. It is a little bit heavy on the spices, but nonetheless, this is a perfection in a plate. The meat so tender, plentiful, vegetable, the soup as well, and it really goes perfect with this bread. My second dish just arrived, and these are kalocsai no kedli, or the paprika dumplings with bacon. As you can see, it has kind of three colors. There's this side with the sauce, then there's this fresh cream in the middle, then we can see some dumplings and bacon on the other side. Let's start. The dish looks and smells absolutely beautiful, and I think that these three peppers in the middle represent Hungarian flag as well. Let's start with the first bite. Delicious and soft dumplings, and then this salty and beautifully fried bacon. Let's try it now with this fresh cream. It adds even more flavor to these dumplings. Let's go now with everything. Sauce, fresh cream, bacon. You can experience the contrast in the same plate, in the same dish. Much lighter dumplings on their own, then again with this fresh cream, and then nice and heavy, that proper Hungarian taste once you mix everything with this sauce. Beautiful. This was a delicious lunch in heart of Budapest. This restaurant may be visited mostly by tourists, but nonetheless the food is top quality, the service as well. Everything was prepared fresh, everything came fast, and I really enjoyed it. Yesterday, after that sausage, the kolbász at that place, I couldn't eat anything until the rest of the day. The sausage was quite delicious, but it was also a little bit fatty, and I think full with garlic, so I digested it until late evening, and then I decided to skip dinner. But then today we continue, first with this amazing lunch, and then with some more delicious local food afterwards. Cheers. The food was really delicious, and the portions are huge. Anyway, important thing to note is that there is a 15% service charge in this restaurant, but also probably most of the restaurants in this area. So on top of your bill, there's a 15% charge for the bar and the kitchen service. But then if you want to tip the waiters, then you need to do that additionally. Anyway, the day is beautiful and let's continue to our next place. We are at the Great Market Hall of Budapest. This is the oldest indoor market in Hungary, I suppose the biggest as well. The building has history, it's huge, it has many different shops and vendors. So let's go around and let's explore. This place is a food market, but also general market. You can really find everything here. They have some alcoholic drinks over there. They have famous palinka, the plum brandy. Then on the other side, they have some wines, chocolate. Then over there, they have the famous Hungarian kolbász, the dried and smoked sausage. And just when you come near this shop, it smells so nice. They have souvenirs, they have trinkets, they have clothing. You can practically find just about everything here in this market. Paprika is the staple ingredient of Hungarian cuisine, and here behind me is Hungarian paprika empire. There are different types of locally sourced paprika, and you have sweet, you have hot. You have also these red dried peppers hanging. These are traditionally dried and used for cooking as well. Definitely a worthy and tasty souvenir from Hungary. Behind me is this amazing looking bakery, and they specialize in Hungarian strudel retes, but also other pastries. They have pretzels, they have cakes. They also have Bratislavski rozsok, this poppy seed stuffed pastry. They borrowed this from Slovakia, obviously. Anyway, all these retes look so delicious that I will have to make a stop here for sure. Hello, can I get one slivas retes, one meges túros retes? I will eat here, it's okay? I got 2 slices of retes of Hungarian strudel, and I got one stuffed with cottage cheese and cherry and the other one with plums. The price is similar like at that place that I ate yesterday, but the size is not. These are way smaller, but let's check out how they taste. This one is not freshly baked, I suppose it is from today, but it's still quite good. The pastry is very thin. It's also a little bit soggy from this cottage cheese. Cottage cheese is really delicious. It has kind of neutral taste. Then there's this mild sweetness and acidity coming from the cherry. Delicious. Let's go next with the plum stuffed retes, and I can see these huge juicy plums inside. Let's go. Quite juicy, quite tasty, sweet and both acidic. Plum mostly sweet. The pastry is quite soft, so again this one has been probably here in this place for some time. Delicious strudel, but definitely those that I tried yesterday at HÁZI RÉTES are way better. Once you climb upstairs, there's this beautiful restaurant. But then here behind the corner and all the way down is a huge row with food stands. They all make and sell Hungarian food. And here we start with some typical Hungarian food, some light addition. Then we continue down there. And then the choice is getting heavier and heavier. Some delicious, heavy staple food of Hungary. The food represented on these stalls are sausages, meats, stews, potato, cabbage. Then also there's this shop selling some freshly fried langos, and there are other staple foods of Hungary. Huge selection of fruits and vegetables here. They have seasonal fruit, they have non-seasonal, they have imported, they have all kinds, but the selection is really big. Some seasonal vegetable like radish, then young spring onions, then also some mushrooms, different types of mushroom. This is all quite interesting.
By card, okay?
By card. I got my refreshment, a freshly squeezed orange juice. I'm gonna enjoy this. Cheers. Not far from the Great Market and near the Vörösmarty Square, there's this open food market or open food court, and they're all positioned in this half circle here in these wooden traditionally looking food stands, and they offer again some hearty traditional Hungarian food. So they start over there with those fried potato pancakes, then also they have Hungarian kolbász, the sausage, they have different meats there. Then we continue to the central position here where they have even more meats, again sausage, different meat, cabbage rolls, fried potatoes, roast potatoes, different stews, goulash, and many other Hungarian food. Of course, it doesn't hurt to offer some more Hungarian sausage at this small food stand here. Then there's this another bigger stand here, again offering sausage and some other grilled and fried Hungarian food. Plenty of sausage, plenty of langos, plenty of sitting space as well. And once you come to Budapest, for sure you're not going to stay hungry. I am now at the Liberty Square in Budapest, and here is a huge food fair. There are numerous food stalls everywhere around here, and of course they start with some traditional Hungarian food, and then they continue with some fish and chips, burgers, Spanish food, you name it, they have it here. Let's go around and let's explore everything. They have wine bars, they have also stand with raclette, they also have of course stand with some Hungarian langos. There are so many tables here, the space is of course huge, this is a beautiful park, so many tables, but I think all of them are occupied. Let's continue. Meat, more meat, and of course langos. All these different food smells, they make you just instantly hungry. And the place is so busy, full of good vibes, plenty of people here, plenty of food and drinks, and Budapest is definitely a place to be. Just behind me was a stand specializing in burgers, but then this line of stands here offers mostly wine and alcohol drinks. Let's go further down, probably there's some more food as well.
Sauvignon.
When I saw the Spanish flag from the distance, I thought that this was also a food stand, but actually this is a drinks stand, and this is Spanish sangria, which they make here on the spot. Plenty of wine, plenty of fruits, they're mixing everything, and plenty of guests are getting served as well with this sangria. Here we have this old-timer Citroën van turned into Aperol Spritz bar. So French car, but they serve Italian Aperol Spritz.
Sajnos ez annyi van, hogy ezt volna egyszer.
Burger, I don't know, some classic burger. What do you have?
Barbecue or cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger. I'll be here.
Okay.
I had to make a tough decision with what kind of food to choose here, and I went with a hamburger. I know this is not typical Hungarian food, but this is a Hungarian burger, and the smell was so good at this place that I just couldn't resist it. They're quite busy, they're dishing out these burgers all the time, and I got for myself a classic cheeseburger. It has this melted yellow cheese on top, I think some mayo, then plenty of lettuce at the bottom, also some, I suppose, barbecue sauce. Let's start. I definitely didn't make a mistake by choosing this burger. The burger is perfect. The patty is nice, very thick, so juicy. Once I took a bite, all these juices started coming out, and then that very, very strong smoky taste. Delicious. You really don't know what you're getting at these food fairs when you order your food, but this burger is absolutely perfect, and everything is perfect about it. The burger bun, the patty, the ingredients inside, it's so delicious, so tasty, that strong smoky taste, and then once you bite it, it's so juicy. This is a very high quality meat used for this burger patty, and these guys here, they're true masters of burgers. I have to admit, Budapest is an amazing place with amazing food and some great vibes. With this, we also end our food tour of Budapest. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, all the best.